Happy Father's Day out there to all those stepfathers. Yes, guys, we're going to go and discredit all those original fathers. Not that they do much anyway. Take my own experience, for example. So we're going to go and jump into Stepfather. Yes, guys, Stepfather. So with that being said, guys, we're going to go and jump into the original one. I did do a review on the remake that came out in, I believe, 2007. If you guys want to hear my thoughts on those, go ahead and jump into that. But today, guys, we're going to go and jump into the original Stepfather that came out in 1987 because today's Father's Day. But you know what? Let's go and discredit that. It is Stepfather's Day. Yes, guys. Today is about them stepfathers. Yes, let's go and discredit those original fathers. Let's go and jump into Stepfather, guys. This movie is banging. I first got into the original or the remake of the Stepfathers and didn't know that we had a prior history of these original films, 1, 2, and 3. I was a big fan of the remake. I really enjoyed Dylan Walsh and his son that was in the main character of the show, You. I did enjoy their back and forth. I thought, that was really good. Loved the stepfather in that one. I thought the stepfather played this really good, just this creep, just this, killer that just blends in with the family and things of that nature, guys. Really underrated movies right here. I wouldn't classify them so much as horrors. I would really classify them as thriller slashers because it has horror elements, but these movies are more, I would classify as more of the slasher thriller per se. You know what I mean? There are people getting killed. It is done in a horror fashion, but with these movies, guys, the environment is really more inviting and it's not so scary. It's just more of a deranged character. So I would put that more into the thrillers. Excuse me, guys. With that being said, with this original one that came out in 1987, this one is what I would classify more as a horror film, to be honest. Their remake, they did make it a little bit more bright, more fun-like per se, you know what I mean? And wasn't so much into the horror field. This 80s original one, guys, I gotta say, is pretty damn near intense. I wouldn't say, again, scary. It doesn't give off a vibe like Hellraiser or freaking Exorcist. But it really just gives off this eeriness that, you could be... someone can be watching the movie, you could look up at the TV and not know what you're watching, but you know that this movie has an eerie vibe, eerie characters, eerie environments, eerie things going on, and not too pleasant. And with that being said, it gives off that more of a thrilling psychological feel going on, which really boosts the film in its effort. So with that being said, guys, I really want to give praise into the original Stepfather. Like I said, I did do a review on the remake. So if you guys want to hear my current thoughts and overall thoughts on that one, you can check it out. Haven't changed. I still really enjoy the movie. But as it for today, guys, the original Stepfather, I really enjoy 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are really solid films. I really enjoy watching those back-to-back because of the follow-up that 2 picks up on. It really gives off that Halloween 2 feel. Not currently where 1 ends, but it does give a good follow-up that makes sense. We get Terry Quinn that plays the original Stepfather in part 1 and 2. So we get him in both versions. We did get a Stepfather part 3, guys, with a different character. Haven't checked that movie out yet. It just doesn't look like it's up to par for my liking. But who knows? So far these movies are 3 good movies in. So with that being said, who knows if that 4th one, that 3rd movie, could really be up to par. Who knows? Stepfather 3 doesn't have the best reviews. So, not that that matters, but I just haven't gotten my way, guys, to watch that one yet. Just been stuck on 1, 2, and the remake. And but who knows? You know what I mean? There's always time at the end of the day to go ahead and see what that one's like. There's nothing wrong with if the movie's not up to par, then you know what? It's worth a while. This franchise has already done enough. We have 1 and 2 in the remake that are good. And quite frankly, for these movies being, simplistic stepfathers, they really are really up to par with their dialogue, the character developments, the killings, the fun, the overall movie. The remake has a really good soundtrack, and I gotta say, I really enjoy the soundtracks to 1 and 2. Not just saying that because I enjoy the movies, really, guys. I'm a guy that's all about soundtrack scores, camera work, overall the art that goes into the overall movie making. That is all taken in consideration and appreciated on my part. But with that being said, guys, this one right here, the original one, I gotta say this one is really impactful. This one right here is really one of those blending in movies that really done really well in the 80s. This is what the 80s were doing best, coming out with these their own kind of blueprint to slashers. Like, let's do a movie about a slasher stepfather. Let's do a movie about a killer son, Michael Myers. Let's do a movie about a crazy son, Psycho. Let's do a guy that kills you in your dreams, Freddy Krueger. Let's do a killer doll, Chucky. All this stuff. So the 80s and 70s, guys, were really this era where things were really coming up from scratch. And maybe even copying and pasting formulaic tendencies. But you know what? The Stepfather is probably in there when it comes to like the slashers and them using that formulaic tendencies a lot with just a simplistic idea but making it a slasher. Either way, guys, slashers are really my thing. I love slashers. When it comes to the 80s and 90s and even the 70s, the slashers are just the overall best that we've ever got. These days, it just seems that there's just always something fucking it up, whether it's the characters or the story where it leads or the main villain, whatever it is. It just seems that these movies are just lacking something that, sorry about that, guys. I think my hair is bothering me, but lacking something that is not reminiscent to the 70s and 80s, but is just lacklusting some kind of just genuosity is just what it seems like. I don't like to watch a movie of a slasher that seems like it's a movie. I enjoy watching these slashers for the realism, the great directorial movie making that goes into it. Just overall, just it causes for just a great gift and overall just a pleasing experience to watch these movies. Again, as simplistic as it sounds, guys, Stepfather, I mean, you say that to somebody, hey, check out Stepfather, check out Stepfather 2. Doesn't really sound fun, doesn't really sound inviting, but when you check these movies out, guys, I really think that these movies are underrated due to the times passing, these 80s movies. I don't even think this Stepfather is really popular in the 80s. But, the impact that these movies made in the 70s and 80s, guys, and 90s, just don't fade away, really. I mean, when you're into art and movies and all this stuff, guys, I mean, finding these things is really a gift. Because, again, they don't do these things today. And just finding these things, guys, discovering them, liking them, relating to them is always fun. And when it comes to these Stepfathers movies, guys, I really enjoy that this Terry Quinn character plays just this realtor. He plays this character of, killing people. The beginning of the movie, guys, we get him slaughtering this family. We get the aftermath of it. So in the beginning of the movie, we see these bodies of the family. He's changing his appearance. That's another thing that this character does. He changes his appearance, blends in, just changes his look, blends in with society, and does what he's doing, is killing. And with that being said, guys, this guy right here, Terry Quinn, I will say Dylan Walsh and Terry Quinn played these characters great. I will say that that's what kind of gave me the appreciation for these movies, is the believability of these characters. And overall, the other characters, the moms, the wives, the daughters, the kids, I really enjoyed the daughter in this one and the son in the second one. And the son in the remake. So all these characters are up to par, guys. We get believable characters, enjoyable stuff. Again, in this one, guys, Terry Quinn, he's doing the killing. We get really good episodes of him acting, just being a madman. I love the scenes where he's a madman, where he's just losing his shit, breaking things. I think he goes in the attic or the garage by himself and is snapping, doing things. Daughter walks in on him and is noticing that he's fucking crazy and all this stuff. So, it's one thing to think you're crazy, but this guy's really killing people and thinking he's hiding it. But the pieces are starting to get put together by the daughter. And it's always the children that figure out the parents is bullshit. Ain't that right? You know what I mean? Just go ahead and accumulating, figuring out their bullshit. And things just turn into hell. And I'm assuming 4 of these movies, I'm assuming 3 is like that as well, due to the formulaic, process, blueprint of these movies. You know how they're kind of just formulaic, just put together. So I'm assuming that they're all like that. And yeah, guys, the episodes that we see Terry Quinn, Dylan Walsh all go through in these movies is awesome. I will say that Terry Quinn, the original Stepfather in 1 and 2, did it the best. This character just portrays a crazy father, stepfather, dude, husband, all this stuff, guys. Just really, it's crazy stuff. A really good movie that I honestly really recommend if you haven't watched it already. It being Father's Day, guys, throw on this stuff right here. Go ahead and see these stepfathers and how they're rolling and the derangements that go along with it. You know what I mean, guys? Causes for a good movie. And, guys, like I said, you should check out the remake of this one right here because it's really up to par. It's good stuff. 1 and 2 classics. If you want to see some great acting, you want to hear some good scores, The kills are really interesting. They really follow up from the suspense that we're building up to, and then getting these kills. Again, it's not really something that's like Jason Voorhees where he's killing throughout the whole movie, but we get him killing necessary people. And again, guys, due to 1 and 2 being rated R, we get more serious kills, demented kills. We get more bloodshed, more derangement and stuff like that. PG-13. The remake is PG-13, so we do get a little bit of filteriness going on there. And speaking of filter, we do get filter at the end of the movie there. So you know, it being PG-13, it is still up to par. It is still good stuff. It's still acknowledgeable. And just not as brutal, but 1 and 2, guys, good stuff. You get some brutality, you get good kills. Overall, good movies, good experiences. So, guys, do yourselves a favor on Father's Day. Treat yourself to some Stepfather. Go ahead and let's exclude the original real fathers on this one. And let's go and jump into this Stepfather franchise series of fun. Yes, guys, do yourselves a favor. Watch 1, 2. If you've seen 3, let me know if it's good. I will jump into it and check it out. But as of for right now, guys, I'm really just stuck on 1, 2, and the remake. Big fans of Terry Quinn and Dylan Walsh. So with that being said, guys, happy Stepfather's Day. Do yourselves a favor. Check this franchise out. Check out the remake as well. And happy Stepfather's Day, guys. Thanks for tuning into the topics. Let me know what you think of these movies. Are you a fan of 1, 2, or the remake? Do you like 3? Let me know what 3 is about. What is your favorite out of the franchise? Do you prefer 1, 2, the remake? Guys, I gotta say, I do prefer the original. It's actually really hard because I did not know that I like part 2 as much as I did. Part 2 was awesome. I thought part 2 was really a great follow-up. It was really good stuff. On a certain day, I enjoyed part 2 the most. I think that the originality for me, guys, me watching the remake first, kind of holds a little bit of nostalgia there for me. Maybe that's why it's kind of hard to beat. But overall, guys, the original 2 and then the remake, they're all solid movies, but it's hard to decipher. It really is, guys. This is an underrated franchise. You don't really hear much about it until it's like Father's Day or you're checking out Netflix and you see the movie pop up. But guys, good stuff on this one. You get some comedic gold. Not intentional comedic, but you get some funny stuff in the remake. And maybe even a little bit, there is some wildly funny stuff going on in part 2 and even this part 1, guys. So do yourselves a favor, guys. On Stepfather's Day, check out the Stepfather films, guys. Do yourselves a favor and check out these slashers. I'm telling you, you will have a good time. And go ahead and let me know what you think of these movies, guys. Go ahead and let me know what you think of these movies right here. I'm telling you, do yourselves a favor. Treat yourself to some 80s nostalgia, 80s, 90s remake nostalgia, baby. You know what I mean? They don't make movies like this no more, guys. I'm telling you, the 80s Stepfather 1 and 2 is better than most movies that we've been getting today, guys. Most movies that we've been getting today, this year, the past couple years. This year has been a great year for horror, but 2024, 2023 was the best years for horror. And so with that being said, guys, go back to the 80s. Let's go ahead and there's nostalgia, baby. We can never let these movies fade away. You know what I mean? Art never dies. Art lives on. And, these movies right here, slashers, guys, there's an impactful era right there. An unforgettable, impactful era. 80s slashers. Be sure to never discredit and to never forget the impact of 80s slashers. With that being said, guys, thank you for tuning into the topics. Be sure to check out Stepfathers today, it being Stepfather's Day. So with that being said, guys, let me know your favorite out of the franchise. 1, 2. Do you prefer 3? Do you prefer remake? Let me know, guys, what's your favorite out of the franchise. And tune in until next time on the topics. With that being said, guys, deuces!